Welcome to today's episode of QDQ Cards and Crafts, where today I will be lettering a quote. This is black cardstock with Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White, which is something that a lot of letterers on Instagram use, so I decided to use it also. It's a rather thick white kind of ink, and so you have to kind of shake it, and not kind of shake it, but you got to shake it and get everything kind of moving again. And then I usually transfer it into that palette that you see on the left, and then I add a little bit of water. Now I've been using this for a few papers or a few little projects before I decided to start recording. So there was already some water in it, but it was still a little too thick for my liking. So I just added another drop of water. And now I'm just mixing it up with my all-time favorite brush. And I'll show you in a second what it is. And there it is. It is a size 1 round brush that I purchased from Michael's. I haven't removed the tag, obviously, and I've had it for probably over a month or two. That is the Winsor & Newton Cottonman round brush in size 1. I love it. Like I said, I found it at Michael's. I actually purchased it on sale. It was like a buy one, get one half off deal. And so you can see that the Bleed Proof White is a little more watery. If you can hear that, that was my 2-year-old. She's with me right now. We're hanging out. So now I'm going to do something that's a little different than what I do with most of my lettering videos. Usually I will speed this up, but today I am going to keep it real time. Now I know that it's going to be about 5 minutes of me just lettering, but I think that it's a good opportunity to kind of watch the lettering process, that it really isn't as quick and easy as a lot of us lettering accounts like to sometimes show on Instagram or on YouTube, how we like to speed things up. And that's pretty much because, nobody really wants to see slow lettering. I know I don't. But sometimes, especially if you're learning, you kind of want to see the technique in more detail, and to see that it really does you really do have to take your time while you're lettering. It's not, some people, they're blessed to be able to write really quickly, and I'm unfortunately not. I still struggle with a few of the brush strokes, so I like to take my time. But I also found that with especially with this bleed proof white, if it's a little too thick, I feel like my brush does catch a little bit on those loops, like the loop where when you draw an E, or those loops around the H or with a Y or a G. I feel like my brush tends to catch when the ink is too thick. So that's why I like to have my bleed proof white a little more on the watery side. But it's such a highly pigmented ink that a little water, or a little bit more water than usual, won't take away from the opacity. I do plan in the near future, I'm hoping by, mid-month or maybe even next month, to start a small web series on my brush lettering. Probably, I'm still figuring out like the best time to do it, because for some reason, if I have my phone, which I'm using as my camera, the closer angle with the lighting, it doesn't quite work. So I have to kind of do it in the morning with the daylight, and that's still difficult because I have both kids wide awake and noisy. Because I would like to do those not with a voiceover, but I really want to talk through them. So I'm trying to figure out the logistics of that. And that's definitely in the works. I'm self-taught for the most part. Well, for all of it. I haven't taken a lettering class. I haven't taken an art class. I was actually a biotech major in college, so I was all science and all that all the time. It was only after I gave birth to my second child and decided to stay home that I really just decided to kind of dive into hand lettering and scrapbooking and card making and really try to make something out of that. So I'm gonna try to show you, everything I know with a major disclaimer that I am not an expert. I'm just going to teach you what I know. And so my terminology or my techniques may not be conventional to a trained artist, but I'm going to show you what works for me, and I hope that it's something that'll work for you. So here is the finished product, and you will be able to find this on Etsy as soon as this video is live. So I'll leave the shop link down below. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.